Modern invoicing is really about efficiencies. That's what we're talking about. So it's leveraging technology to move away from our paper invoices, moving more onto electronic invoicing, and allowing companies to streamline how invoices are created, how they're sent, and how they're managed. When we think about 2023, I think it's becoming dubbed like the year of efficiency, right? Like that's everybody's buzzword. There's three kind of key elements of this. Whenever we're looking at modern invoicing, we're talking about delivery, payments, and automation are the things that we're looking at with this. So with delivery, we're talking about leveraging email and presentment or channel or portal delivery in order to allow companies to minimize the costs and the time that's associated with print and snail mail. We're looking at payments because ultimately that's what it boils down to. What we're all focused on is making sure that we can decrease the friction so that we can enable cash flow. And then automation is really where the technology part comes in pretty efficiently for us. So whether we're trying to leverage templates, whether it's about communication and automated workflows for things like disputes or payment reminders, all of those types of things help us to be able to streamline the management of our invoices. We also look at what kind of integrations we can do, right? So can I take my invoices and be able to ultimately integrate it with Cash App in the case where I've received a payment? Can I integrate it with a collections application in order for me to be able to handle any payments that are outstanding? And so all of those elements are what pull together to create more of that modern invoicing experience. I'll call it kind of simple things like looking at, we have disputes, and the way disputes have currently been run as a little bit of an asynchronous process, requires emails and requires follow-up. And when you're trying to be efficient, while emails are great, if I'm having to sort of, proactively go out of one system into another, that creates friction that's not necessary. And so whenever we look at what is it that we can provide, we kind of take that step back and go, okay, wait a minute, if I could keep you in the same system, and if I could enable your customers to be able to communicate with you and you to be able to make decisions real time, then can we decrease the friction at which your customers are able to be satisfied with their invoice and be able to make a payment on it. The other thing too is just from a visibility perspective. And so it's really important as we go into these cycles to be able to understand where are we? How many dollars do we have that are outstanding? How long is it taking for us to be able to get our payments? And that then ends up driving ultimately different business decisions that can be made. If we know that it's getting harder for people to be able to pay their invoices, or if they're trying to play with the spread and delay a little bit so that they can use the cash somewhere else, one of the biggest ways that we can impact that is by decreasing the friction for them, right? And so making sure that it's really easy to be able to say, yep, I got it. And you know what, rather than put it on this pile over here and getting to it later, I'm here, I'm present, and I can go ahead and make that payment.